The Louisiana sky that night held no rain, but the ground remained soaked as if weeping. Amid the misty swamps, a woman's cry echoed, faint yet heart-wrenching. Beneath the murky yellow waters, Sanae the mermaid, with scales gleaming like sunfire, opened her eyes after centuries of long slumber. That cry called her name, awakening an ancient vow that humanity had long forgotten. She surfaced through the fog, beholding Ibele, the pregnant woman bound to a willow trunk, blood trickling down to mingle with the water. And from the deepest chamber of her heart, Sanae knew. The tribe that once worshipped her had betrayed the covenant. That night, the waters would run no longer clear, and the justice of the sea would rise. Would she choose to forgive the descendants of those who once beseeched her, or punish them to restore balance to the souls of the waters? Once upon a time in an ancient African-American community, when winds carrying the salt breath from the Caribbean Sea still swept across the sugarcane fields by the bay, a group of people fled their chains. They crossed reed forests, slogged through mud, forded icy streams, until they reached a vast expanse of water where sky and lake seemed one. There, they halted, exhausted and trembling, but in their eyes shone the light of those who had found a place where their souls could rest. The first in the group, a tall black woman, planted a staff into the mud and declared that this land had heard their heartbeats. That night, as the full moon cast its reflection on the water, they kindled a fire and sang. The red flames danced on the lake's surface, and in that quivering light, some swore they saw a golden figure rise from the depths, a being half human, half fish, her body cloaked in scales bright as dawn dissolving in dewdrops. They named her Sanae, mother of the golden waters, a spirit born from the earth's tears and the wind's sighs. Sanae spoke not in words, she sang, and her song turned the lake's waters from murky black to crystal clear. When the woman plunged her hand into the stream, she felt it warm and pulsing like a human heart. That night they knew they wandered no more. They had found home. The Mboko tribe was born that night, black wanderers betwixt the world of humans and the world of spirits. They built huts around the swamp, planted crops, fished, and each full moon, they lit torches by the water's edge, floating white reed flowers as tokens of gratitude. They vowed to guard this place as they would their own souls. And Sanae, from the water's heart, answered with gentle rains, nets brimming with fish and shrimp, grass greening the once barren lands. Through many moon cycles, the covenant between water and people grew sacred. The Mboko passed down the saying by mouth. Whoever muddies the waters muddies their own soul. Every newborn was bathed in the lake's golden waters, a rite called the naming wash. They believed only when the water touched flesh could the soul be acknowledged by Mother Earth. And pregnant women were revered as symbols of life. None could harm them, for within them carried a fragment of Sanae's soul. In those early years, the tribe lived in peace. Night drums echoed through the forest. Songs blended with waves and winds. And in the darkness, now and then, folk glimpsed a faint golden glow beneath the water, the shimmer of Sanae's scales, swimming round the village like a guardian of children's sleep. But peace seldom lasts forever. When the first Mboko generation joined their ancestors, their descendants slowly forgot the water's song. Festivals grew sparse. Drums sounded only when crops failed. When the swamp dried, they no longer sang thanks to the water, they beseeched it like a god turned away. They began to think the water granted blessings only when offered sacrifice. Once, in a brutal drought, a child was bitten by a snake. Folk said Mother Water raged because humans forgot their vow. And so, to summon rain, they spilled chicken blood, then goat blood, then blood of captured wanderers. No one heard the cry beneath the water that night, Sanae's cry, for the lake's surface frothed with foam and iron then. Tradition became ritual, ritual became fear, and fear became power. In the shadows of the mud temple, a shaman emerged, proclaiming himself Mother Water's chosen. He declared Sanae slept, that to awaken the divine required human blood, and so the torches once lit by faith began to illuminate sin. The new Mboko generation saw no more gold beneath the water. They thought Mother Water dead when in truth, Sanae had quietly withdrawn to the lake's depths, where the waters still held memories of every promise. She harbored no hatred, but in that goddess's heart, a crack had formed. Time passed, and the swamp began to change hue. Trees thinned, fish vanished from nets, fog thickened like a veil hiding something rotting. Each morning, as mist cleared, folk said they could glimpse golden flickers pulsing beneath the surface, like the breath of someone weary yet unwilling to depart. The elders still tried to recount the old covenant tales, but the young only laughed. They said, "No mermaid guards humans. Water is just water." And they continued dumping mud into the lake, washing bloodied hands in the very stream that once saved them. Sanae still watched silently from the lake bottom. She sang no more, the waters around her now murky as smoke, reflecting the faces of humans she once cherished. One day, she knew, the covenant would shatter utterly, and then she would have to leave the slumber of mercy to return in the form of justice. For water, like memory, can be soft as rain. But once betrayed, it knows how to rise, sweeping away every false vow. And before we continue with the main story content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video, okay? And don't forget to comment below, letting us know where you're watching from. We'd love to hear that. That morning, fog draped thick as a colossal silver blanket over the entire swamp. The air hung heavy, damp and silent enough that dewdrops falling from grass blades echoed like footsteps on water. In the eastern willow woods, blackbirds fell mute, leaving only the earth's breath and the musty scent of decaying moss. Deep in the waters, Sanae lay still, coiled amid soft algae strands like human hair. Each time she stirred, golden light from her scales rippled out, casting faint glimmers on the lake's surface. She sang no songs anymore, only listened. For water always knows how to listen. It holds the sounds of all that was spoken, forgotten, betrayed. Then, through the thinning mist, another sound arose softly. Not fish splashing, not birds calling. It was staccato sobs, dry and trembling, like a plea long suppressed. The water echoed it back, carrying it farther, deeper, then dissolving into the lake's heart. Sanae lifted her head slightly, her golden eyes like serpent jewels piercing the murky fog. She recognized it as a human voice. The sound guided her gliding through the water, gentle and slow, as if fearing to shatter the fragile breath summoning her. The lake's surface began blooming small ripples, golden light spreading amid the black waters. Minnows scattered, huddling behind roots. An old turtle surfaced, craning its neck toward the glow heading for the woods. Above, amid willow branches, draping like pleading arms, a small figure lay bound tight to a trunk with vines. Ibeli, the pregnant Mboko woman, shivered in the chill wind. Her curly hair cascaded in tangles, soaked with dew and tears. Around her on the ground, ashes from old rites lingered with scents of blood and half-burnt resin. She stood accused of betraying the spirits, yet her accusers were the true covenant breakers. Blood trickled from her wrists, seeping into roots, then worming into the soil. There it met water. The water shifted hue, from black to faint red, like a resurfacing memories streak. Sanae sensed the blood's warmth, the warmth of life. The ancient sorrow in her stirred like small waves on the lake's skin. A sudden gust swept through, making the willows sway and whisper. Vines tautened, creaking dryly. In the distance, muffled drums throbbed unevenly, no longer sacred but heavy as a death sentence. Beneath the lake, Sanae saw the surface part, as if someone touched her soul. She knew, the sacrifice rite recommenced. Light within her flared brighter, scales reflecting remnant moonlight, igniting the depths like a galaxy buried in mud. Waters stirred, reaching for shore, lifting her body like a luminous silk ribbon. Grasses bowed as she emerged from the lake. No one witnessed that moment, only forest and water. Sanae appeared amid the mist, her form undulating soft as a brook, long hair veiling in water beads. Golden scales lit the willows, setting the woods ablaze in silent fire. With each slithering advance, she neared the cry's source. Ibeli remained, eyes squeezed shut, body stiff with cold. She saw nothing, but her soul felt the warmth spreading. Sanae bent low, wave-soft hands brushing the bonds. When vines touched golden scales, they withered as if scorched. Light seeped into the wood's veins, sprouting tiny glimmers like awakening Mboko ancestors' souls. Wind hushed. Mist stilled. In that instant, all seemed to hold breath. Sanae laid a hand on the woman's belly. 1 beat. 2. Then a tiny life sound echoed, soft as a water drop on the lake. She understood the child within bore the bloodline that once sang with her in the beginning, the blood of the old vow. Sanae gazed skyward. Thick clouds parted, revealing a copper full moon. Moonlight mirrored on water, water on her skin. The sight lit the swamp like a colossal torch. She recognized fate unfolding. Saving this woman meant facing the wrath of spirits defiled by humans. But turning away meant her own ancient promise to Mother Earth dissolving forever. Time pressed. Far off, torchlight moved through woods, footsteps and shouts echoing, brutal and resolute. Scents of burning resin, sweat, fear mingled. The swamp quivered. Waters at Sanae's feet began to churn. She closed her eyes, and in her mind rang the song she once sang for Mboko ancestors. The song forging the covenant between water and people. Its notes not in speech, but in heartbeats and water's rhythm. As melody rose, willow roots stirred, bonds unraveled, and Ebele collapsed into wet grass. Behind, the lake surged, swirling into a soft, watery path like a carpet. Golden light from Sanae's body flooded the woods, beaming into eyes of approaching figures. They froze in night, unsure if gazing at fire or judgment. A blackbird burst from high branches, wings tearing mist. Sanae stooped, cradling the woman, her frail, cold form like frost. Beneath, her tail's golden scales blazed like thousands of candles. She glided lakeward, each step trailing sparkles, as if earth itself wept. And as that light touched water's edge, the swamp fell utterly still. Footsteps, drums, wind, all swallowed by water's sacred silence. Only Sanae's breath remained, and the faint heartbeat of the woman she saved. A thin smoke rose from their vanishing point, drifting into mist, merging with lake, then dissolving. From afar, minnows resurfaced, circling lingering ripples, as if heeding a soundless song. And under golden moon, waters cleared more than ever, as if washed by compassion itself. That night, golden light lingered on the surface till dawn, and in morning's first breeze, folk heard a faint lullaby from the depths, a song slept centuries, now awakened to answer a cry. Dawn rose slow, thin as silk sliding over swamp. First feeble sunlight mirrored on water, dissolving in cold gray mist. All seemed freshly awakened from a long dream of blood, water, broken vows. Mid-lake, waters parted lightly like thin cloth, and Sanae emerged, arms cradling Ebele's limp form. Her scales gold bathed the space, turning stone moss fiery. She bore the woman to a water cavern, a deep sanctum beyond light's reach, yet water beads glowed like night stars. There, Sanae once sheltered infant souls lost untimely unborn lives, unnamed, now resting in watery embrace. Ebele lay there, body still chilled. Breath stuttered but heart beat on. Sanae placed hand on her belly, sensing the unborn child's faint pulse. In that moment, surrounding waters warmed, filling with drifting sparkles like gathered ancestors' souls. She knew this being was no mere child. It was the final bridge, twixt human and spirit, old covenant, and unspoken atonement the world dared not voice. Higher waters caught sunlight, falling like golden threads. From afar, bubbles rose, carrying faint sounds like torn pleas twixt water and wind. Sanae stood silent, eyes half closed. Each bubble burst, echoing past voices. Voices of those who vowed to her, then forgot. Voices of blood and mud. Memories shifted in her mind. Ancient moonlit nights, Mboko folk kneeling lakeside, offering incense and song. She once descended, bearing sweet water in droughts. They called her mother. Then time flowed. Songs thinned. Pleas replaced thanks. Fear supplanted faith. Sanae saw the Mboko shaman, once a child she saved from drowning, now crowned in black feathers, bone staff in hand, amid his throng. He proclaimed spirits awakened only by human blood. He claimed water's soul aged, needing sacrifice for rebirth. Sanae recalled that moment clearly, the first time humans wielded divinity against the sacred itself. When Ibele was seized, the shaman ordered it. She bore mixed Mboko blood, one enslaved branch, one free folks line. They deemed the blend ancestral insult, but Sanae knew it mere pretext. Truly, he feared. He feared this child born marked by sea, a mark stripping his false power. At water's bottom, Sanae opened eyes. False images dissolved in her mind like cooled ash. Now before her lay a trembling mother, bearing a future the tribe rejected. And she, the forgotten goddess, became final witness to sins humans buried in their own faith. Waters in the cavern shifted hue, from deep green to gold, then thick as honey. Tiny creatures from moss emerged, circling Ebele like baptism performers. Sanae laid hand on her brow, feeling heat return. Ebele's breath synced with water's rhythm, each rise a gentle wave brushing Sanae's scales. That sensation made Sanae close eyes softly. A strange emotion swelled in her: pity, anger, ache. She realized water and humans shared one flaw. Both knew forgiveness, and thus both suffered wounds. On the surface, rain began falling. Not true rain, but condensed vapor dripping from cavern ceiling, tapping slow like funeral drums. Sanae hearkened, each drop hitting water, spreading rings. Each ring a memory, vow, fault. She knew not what to keep, what to erase. Outside, skies clouded. First thunder rumbled distant, soft but clear. It signaled waters rising, when spirits could commune with earth. Sanae knew her time waned. She must choose, punish the tribe, or forgive to save this child. Beneath waters, a strange light flashed. Amid twisting moss, a small black stone appeared, the once golden water heart, artifact she gave Mboko ancestors for world balance. But it was tainted, outer shell crusted dull red, like dried blood. Touching it, Sanae heard a faint groan, like a soul long imprisoned. She understood. The tribe used this stone in sacrifices. Each human blood drop scarred water's veins. Thus waters discolored, fish died, souls lost return paths. Sanae raised the stone before her. Her inner gold pierced it, flaking dried blood away, drifting with current. From the stone, a thin beam emerged, forming shadows of first Mboko souls, still pure-hearted. They knelt before her, wordless, heads bowed. And Sanae grasped. They begged her remember why the covenant formed, not for punishment, but to teach humans fear their own greed. Her anger ebbed. In its place, sorrow deep as water. She knew she couldn't save the whole tribe, but could save one life, a chance for covenant revival. She placed the stone on Ibele's chest, letting its light merge with the mother's heartbeat. Waters around them glowed, bubbles bursting like freed sobs. Far off, shore right's drums droned on, heavy and arrhythmic, but lake bottom, another song began. Revival's melody, one humans forgot but water remembered. On surface, first wind rose, tilting drooping willows. Lake rippled like spirit's long sigh. And deep below, Sanae opened eyes, golden gaze, mirroring emerging moon. In water's slow pulse, she felt the world turning. She spoke no word, but in water's heart, every creature knew Mother Water had awakened. Afternoon drifted like a heavy dream. Over Louisiana swamp, sky suddenly shifted hue. Last sunlight snaked through willow branches, staining earth copper red. Space hushed strangely, no frog croaks, no bird calls, only heavy vapor thick as oil, suspended twixt sky and ground. Lake deep, Sanae sat motionless in golden waters. Light around her layered, pulsing like a colossal heart beating mid-world. Each golden throb moved bottom sands, swirling into faint vortices, as if earth recalled its primal form. Waters warmed gradually, no longer mercy's warmth, but anger's heat, smoldering, deep and thick as magma seeking vent from silent crust. Within her, Mboko tribe images flickered, blurring, shattering. Humans once saved, now offering blood to earth. Hands once singing, now stained mud and ash. From afar, drums rose again, low and harsh. Each beat like a knife slashing water's skin, making it quiver. Sane lifted head, gaze piercing murky layers to sky. Clouds massed heavy, stacking like black mountains. Lightning forked horizon, splitting heavens. She rose slowly, waters swelled with her motion, coiling round her like living cloak breathed alive. Scales blazed, each tiny one emitting separate ray, merging into pale golden halo flooding lake surface. Underwater creatures surfaced. Fish, water snakes, turtles, all encircling her, silent, awaiting. Surface trembled. A mighty vapor column erupted lake center, shredding thick fog. Sanae ascended, no longer the gentle mermaid of old songs, but Mother Water incarnate the goddess earth and sky once named together. Wind howled, sourceless, as if swamp inhaled itself. Willows snapped branches, leaves vortexed, plunging lake then hurled skyward. Water and wind wove, spiraling round Sanae in light storm. At its eye she stood unmoving, eyes closed, lips pressed like holding unspoken vow. On shore, Mboko tribe gathered round mud temple, torches in hands, faces taut. Shaman centered amid folk, bone staff plunged earthward. He craned skyward, eyes bloodshot from smoke and superstition. He believed thunder marked spirit acceptance of offering. He knew not the spirit raged. First gust struck, extinguishing all torches. Village plunged pitch black. A raindrop fell, needle cold, then another, and more till sky exploded in howling downpour. Rain swirled, not straight, it vortexed, carrying earth scent, salt, dead fish, old blood. Swamp became vast mirror, flashing lightning rips. Sanae opened eyes. In lightning, her gaze ignited, gold as molten copper. Storm crashed with low chant, not human words, but water's tongue alone. It was Return's song, the melody nature used to erase humanity's stains. Lake swelled, overflowing banks, sweeping mud, ash, stone idols. Mboko huts toppled, willows uprooted. Each raindrop turned golden sparkle, like Sanae's scattered scales. In light flood, humans screamed, scattered, voices drowned mid-wave and gale. Shaman flailed, clutching staff, but earth beneath liquefied to mud. Waters seized him, hurling lake deep. In golden depths, ancient Mboko souls rose translucent, quiet, unvindictive. They drew him down, guiding lost soul homeward. Lake surface, Sanae extended arms. Each gesture redirected wind, danced water. Golden light flung skyward, blending lightning, setting firmament aflame. Swamp was no longer land, no longer water it lived, breathing goddess ink. Ebele lay safe in water cavern, shielded by light membrane Sanae left. Mid-fury, deepest heart's glow stayed gentle, warm. Each sky-searing bolt, her surrounding light flared, like two worlds' hearts merging. Storm raged 3 days. No tribe's soul stirred outside. Trees bowed, waters crested roofs. Wind through willows wailed like sobs. Final night, thunder rolled long as judgment, then all hushed. Next dawn, swamp lay as if storm never raged. Waters mirror still, glass clear. No temple, no village, only white foam drifting mid-barren trunks. No human sound, no footprint trace, only salt scent and breeze, rebirth's aroma. Beneath surface, Sanae stood silent. Her light softened, silk tender. Anger faded, leaving vast heart void. She gazed surfaceward, where dawn pierced, then to her hands once saving, destroying, now trembling weary. Waters calmed. They flowed gentle, like swamp's apology to self. Sanae closed eyes, letting body drift lake heart. Creatures returned, one by one, as if seeking leave. She allowed their nearness, touches on skin, drawing her warmth. That night, full moon lit pristine surface. Sanae's pale gold merged moonlight, becoming one. Surface folk said they glimpsed fishtail light band shimmering, then vanishing. And now, dear viewers, pause a moment to hit subscribe before the main story continues, but only if you truly empathize with what I'm sharing here, and leave a comment below telling me where you're watching from and what time it is now. Lake Heart, time seemed halted. No day, no night, only pale gold sparkles like stardust drifting warm currents. Silence, so deep breath became music, slow, steady, like colossal hearts throb. Ebele awoke mid that weightless realm, soundless, water embracing her like ancient mother's hands. Her hair unfurled in current, black and heavy as night veil. Around her, soft fronds glowed gentle phosphorescence, haloing her like small moon. She knew not how long she'd lain, perhaps an hour, days, or lifetime. Waters warm, soothing, carrying ocean salt scent swamp folk never knew. In that bottom, no wind blew, but gentle flows like someone's lullaby coaxed her toward life. Opening eyes fully, first light-piercing vision wasn't sun, but radiant golden halo moving slow. Within it, a majestic tender form, Sanaye, water goddess, watching silently from afar. Her face moon-soft on lake, but golden eyes abyss deep. That gaze held no divine pride, only eternal sorrow, like water bearing lost things' memories. Sanae drew not near. She stood mid-water, letting scale light flood cavern. Each scale quivered, harp toning distant, making water grains resonate. The sight made Ibeli yearn tears, but water swallowed them. She felt her belly stir, inner tiny pulse clarified. The child still alive. Warm wave flooded her, as if whole lake shared breath with that life. Ibele hand to belly, sensing golden glimmer beneath skin, sinking with Sanae's body light. Twixt two worlds human, goddess invisible thread bound, silk soft yet fate strong. Waters around stirred. Tiny lights rose lake deep, circling them. In motion, faint images formed. First Mboko souls, moon vowed to Sanae, now kneeling water, eyes pearl bright. No forms left, only light. They bowed, as if bestowing something. Ebele grasped, by feeling not words, her chosen role. She held final memory, bearer of nation and water's child. Each heartbeat echoed lost generations. Song Sanae sang her ancestors. Sanae neared, wordless, light gesture hand lifting woman's face, brushing lake wind soft. From fingertips light flowed, threading flesh, spine down, blood veins. No pain but forgiveness gentle. All wounds, bruises, fears in Ebele dissolved, leaving weightless body like living water within. From afar, minnows approached, twining them dance-like. Each scale touch sparked another ray, rainbowing underwater. Overhead, cavern-ceiling waters fell, reverse rain, upward glowing drops, vanishing dark, as if lake message sky. Sanae head up, tracking. Lips parted soundless, but waters swelled, waving thin rings. Each ring a new vow covenant rewritten mercy over fear. Ibel eyes closed. She felt child flutter belly light, butterfly soft. From soul depth, she heard song. Unclear if mermaids or her bloods, only that melody soothed distant, like ancient mothers' rockings through centuries. Lake surface, storm passed, but echoes lingered. Fallen leaves drifted, dawn mirroring. From depths, thin golden band rose mist-soft, piercing surface, arcing air. Simultaneously, Ibeli felt enclosing vapor clear to purity. Waters lightened, breath-like. She knew departure neared. Body buoyed upward, lifted 100 invisible hands. Touching surface, lake blazed. Thousands golden lamps kindled. Sanae stayed deep, watching. No wave, no averted gaze. As Ibeli's form met air, her golden light faded, lingering tiny belly spark like candle guarding waterworld's secret. She floated mid-lake, dawn veiling face. Sky vast, mist-drenched, echoing sunk moon's gold. She gasped, first breath post-water days. Wet grass, fresh moss scents flooded lungs, salt warm. As depth light receded, waters returned familiar murky green. But Ebele knew all changed. Hand to belly, sensing dual heartbeats hers, child's. Below, mid-still waters, Sanae's final gold flashed, vanished. leaving peaceful, dark, and lingering lullaby. Sun fully risen when Ebele first foot touched land again. Sky pale gray, vague gold streaked like wrung from deep lake. Space around fear silent. No drums, no voices, only wind threading soaked willows, drops falling like past's farewells. Swamp stretched before, familiar yet alien. Mboko wooden huts raised, skeletal like old souls' bones. Ground still sodden, mirroring storm remnant sparkles. Lake surface, thinning mist, revealed unprecedented clarity. Whole swamp reborn, yet earth breath held iron tang, blood, memory. Ebele stood mid that, body quaking but eyes clear. Feet touched mud unsinking, as if earth grateful lifted her. Waters lapped ankles, threading toes, soft warm. She understood, swamp forgave. Within, child stirred softly. Light kick, then stronger beat. No longer vague breath, but answer. Hand to belly, sensing warm surge blending earth pulse. Somewhere deep water, Sanaye hearkened. At third child motion, faint wave rose lake heart, rippling surface smile-like. Overhead, white egrets spiraled, sunlight threading wings, scattering tiny gleams on woman's shoulders. Ebele eyes closed. Wind-threaded hair wafting sea salt unknown to her. Not mere swamp breath, but ocean's Sanae's birthplace, first vows song. Ground beneath quivered faintly. Not quake, but underground waters shifting. Rotting old roots resprouted. Emerging emerald shoots jewel dark. Tiny streams seeped soil cracks, threading roots, swelling brooks, then rivers lake-bound. Those waters clear as crystal, pale gold mirroring. Swamp's new blood, awakened by life in Ebele. Sky hue shifted, clouds parted, bearing deep violet-blue void, sunlight coin golden vast Sanae's ancient emblem. Whole space quivered, breathing with her. Ebele bent, hand to water. Golden ray from fingers threaded, thread thin, linking land water. Where light passed, trees budded, moss-greened stone, mud crumbled fertile. She knew not her magic or waters, only blood sang within not words, but light. Northward, old village heart, golden streaks rose ground, like ancient souls path-seeking. None saw them, but wind knew. Wind carried faint whispers, not pleas but thanks. No hatred left. Through Ebele, they remembered not traitors, but water's children. Wayward, then home-led. Wind vortexed Ebele. Dust grains rose, circling faint rings. Her belly glowed, light steady warm like hearth fire. Each breath quaked earth lightly, waved lake. Something awakened within not human memory. Mind flashes not this life's, vast oceans, golden bodies moon swimming, songs sky water linking. She grasped blood flowing hers was covenant blood, sea sung, wind named. Her unborn child bore that memory, born not just live, but remind. Thin rain fell, not chill, but sweet honeyed, spring mingled. Drops hit skin, melting tiny light streaks. Hair water clung, but light turned sea algae green. Ebele faced up, letting rain wash clinging mud. That instant, she felt reborn light. Far, blackbirds returned, circling lake, guarding freshly sacred. Waters rose gentle, not fierce, kissing ankles, then receding. It held her no more, accepted her going, seed of water in human veins carried. Night fell gradual, sun waned, leaving blood-gold sunset streaking lake. Ebele built lean-to from remnant planks, willow-rooted exact binding site. Now that spot, earth fresh-scented, young grass, root crowded. She sat, gazing moon reflecting water. Tonight's moon vast near touchable, hand to belly, sensing child's peaceful stir. Wind brought soft shore laps, endless rockaby. Within, fears dissolved. She knew Sanaye never left merged water, breath, dreams of faith believers. Lake deep, golden light, radiated softer, tenderer. Midlight, Sanae drifted languid, hands chest folded, golden hair sea kelp long. No longer judging goddess, but mother spirit, rocking world to healing sleep. Lake surface that night, folks say moon doubled one sky, one water, and twixt twin moons, new blood sang. Wordless song, yet every betraying soul paused to hear. That night, moon rose slow, vast low as if lake lifted it on own breath. Pale gold flooded swamp, streaking drooping willows, dripping leaf dews sparkling like thousand midnight eyes opening. No wind stirred, yet surface rippled mysterious motion, soft steady, like returning souls' whispers. Ebele sat lean-to door, hand belly placed, child softly shifting. First pain came wave gentle, not fierce but persistent. Cold sweat beaded brow, but lake breeze dried instant, carrying salt and water flower sweet. Whole swamp prepared that moment new life's birth from earth heart, water heart, revived covenant. Distant thin mists stirred. They shaped humanoid, faint gold glimmering. Mboko souls from storm night swallow, now returning not old forms but gentle smoke columns, each step water shore hush. They crossed woods, grasses, lake edge, silent long line, translucent light moon mirroring. None spoke. No need. They came witness, atone, testify this birthwater human child, blood once betrayed, now resurrected. Lake surface, Sane appeared, not fully rising, half torso water-topped, hair river-long moon reverse flowing. Tail scales glowed, each motion rainbow arcing. Body light spread, bathing each Mboko soul face, washing them moon baptism bright. From Sane's form, tiny light grains flew, gold ash light, air dissolving then swamp falling. Each touch greened grass, cleared water, storm-dead trees budded, world rewritten light. Ibele's pain surged sharper. She doubled, breath ragged, hands earth-clutching, ground softened beneath, colossal palm cradling. Water's ankle-lapped, blood reverse warm. Moon-mirrored eyes, melting twin gleams. Lake deep, Sane hand raised, thin wave silent spread, golden halo embracing Ibele. Sky then moonless, light from below alone. All sounds ceased, no frogs, wind, night, only heartbeats, two merging, then three, countless pulsing chorus. Water, earth, blood, sang together's instant. Ibele head up, light breeze past, carrying strange scent, unhuman memory days. She felt body loosen, heavy then feather light, as if soul detached, seeking new shelter. Lake deep, Sanae eyes closed, hand heart placed, simultaneous blinding golden beam pierced surface. Dry land, mid-Mboko soul circle, Ibele birthed child. No cry, only wind in rush, grass water stone threading into soft rockaby. Child emerged silent, eyes unopened, but body faint glowed, mermaid scale gold but softer, more human. Mboko souls bowed, translucent lights fading vapor, sky ascending. Not gone they freed. Their stand spots grasped thick dew wet, as if earth drank apologies. Sene eyes opened, golden gaze softened, no storm anger, but peace light. She beheld Ebele, cradling tiny life, child cryless, eyes roaming, black deep as night water. That instant, overhead moon beamed child eyes and Sanae's mirroring two world-differing souls, water root shared. Lake deep, low chant rose. Not human voice, nor water sound. New era's tone, heralding next cycle. Waters moved, willow root coiling gentle, light streaming swamp-wide. Tiny beams earth vanished, like new veins forming. Ebele looked up, babe chest hugged. She knew this child hers alone, not covenant offspring. Mercy remorse crystal, fault forgiveness blend. Its breath held old song, but each windskin touch world freshened slightly. Sky, moon descended, yielding dawn's first ray. That light not white, not blue, but pale gold mermaid scale hue, promise, water's human forgiveness. Lake deep, Sanae light dissolved. Not dead, but every drop, mist veil, swamp dream merged. Each lakeside birth, folks say gold flicker water glimpsed, like mother soul smiling. Night ended. No thunder, drums, pain, only cool mist breath and tiny blood awakening song. And now, dear viewers of mine, if you're still listening, comment what you felt in tonight's water sounds. Subscribe, for next part, the Golden Child's prophecy unveils reborn world's fate, where water and human challenge anew. Dawn crept quiet, silk thin, first light wet cloud pierced, shattering thousand golden motes dancing surface. Lake mirror pure, sky vast reflecting. No storm trace, only sweet damp earth and pure water scents space filling. Swamp heart, ebony sat mossy boulder, babe arm slept, its body pale gold radiated, each breath tiny dawn candle kindling. Sun-touched skin, light not faded but sun-blended, surroundings dream shimmering. Child differed, not water-marked but inner stillness, fresh-faced yet ancient calm, as if lives multiplied. Gazers felt beyond words something a silent prophecy, felt not spoken. Lake bottom, Sanae's old haunt, thin beam lingered, not dimming but heart pulsing, babe breath sinking. Water remembered. And when water remembers, world resumes storytelling. Swamp shed skin, storm-wilted willows leafed silk soft. Fish upstreamed, waterbirds nested return. Each creature seemed to grasp sacred restored, but with life return, strange signs spread. Moon nights, Ebele babe fire held, lake glowed moonless, light not white but blazing gold, grass shore lighting shadowing them dual human form, water form. Each time, child eyes opened sleep deep, its gaze gold reflected, sea deep, surface hushing listener-like. Folk said child bore mother water's song, not ear heard but nature rhythm shifting around. Waters clearer, plants faster growing, each laugh blackbirds flock lifting called. But peace not endless, deepest swamp, neath aged roots stone spanning, something else stirred dense dark flow, heavy cold as ash, remnants of uncleansed Mboko souls. Sanae's forgiveness freed not all. Some clung, water-bottom wrath holding. Now, they roused. New moon nights, lake muddied slightly, gold light copper grayed. Ibeli sensed, unspoken. She knew child's prophecy mouthless, but water change spoken. Seventh post-birth night, moon absent. Sky mist thick, sea wind fishy odd. Ibella placed child Sanae stone circle, its body gold storm candle faint. Sudden, earth quivered light, then stilled. Surface split slim fissure, black shadow rising not human, nor spirit. Betrayed faith remnant, unsleeping memory form. Ebele saw, soul not eyes, she grasped. If water forgives, earth ever remembers. Unsoothed memories return pathfinding, like unhealed wounds. Child stirred soft, eyes opening. Gold light flared, frail but pure. It spread, surface sweeping, dark shadow touching. Instant, swamp sounded strange, not wind, not water like taut ancient string. Light dark twisted, blood-opposing vortex. Sky parted, golden lightning slashed, lake beaming, space light flooding. Ibele child heart shielded, but babe unfearful. It eyed beam direct. Forehead, water drop gold mark appeared, skin melting. Then all motion halted, wind died, waves dissolved, dark shadow bottom receded, surface mirror flat. Child slept again. But sky, late moon emerged sliver, gold nail-like. That moonlight lake re-brightened, purest ever. Waters filtered clean, Sanae breath, soft reflecting. Ebele understood. Sign it was. Prophecy not doom, but balance. Where dark lurks, light returns. Where betrayal, word keepers rise. Her child not mere life it water human promise revived. She gazed far, lake still bright, but edge, tiny creatures surfaced. Fish, frogs, turtles, all gold-hued. She knew them not beasts alone, but covenant guard souls choosing stay. That night, Ibele slept clutching golden child. Water's bank overflowed, ankle-licking Sanae hand blessing. Wind whispered, ancient songs sound far warm, pre-division world mother's rockings. Time mist-breathed past. Each dawn, swamp exhaled warm, damp earth, pure water scents, sun rays willow drooping gold thread-like. Ebele lived quiet with child in rebuilt hut lakeside, blood water once merged. She spoke none, only wind listened. Water, tiny chest heartbeat, distant earth drum steady. All seemed peace set, till humans return pathed. Post-storm year, Mboko tribe map vanished. But distant kin, city migrated, now brought new tools, guns, lamps, gold under swamp promises. They came greed progress masked, naming swamp new land for mineral water mining, housing, bridging. Unknowing or willful forget, they stood ancestral altar, covenant soul signed. First footfall day, surface clear. But next, first boat poled, water's hue changed. Sacred soft gold to dark copper, like reopened wound. Minnows shore stranded, bodies flare then dim. Sky white egrets flew unreturning. Ebala sensed pre-sight. Night wakened, chest vice squeezed ache. Sleeping child breath heaved, tiny hand air grasping warding. Outside, windless surface ringed. Each ring heavier, deeper, center sane heart gold faintly dimming. Next morn, surface odd scented. No salt, no sweet, but metal, oil, human. Men camped, earth drilled groundwater seeking. They laughed, cheered, blind each bore memory wounding. Third night, waters reacted. Full moon beamed, but surface absorbed, not reflected, light swallowed. Lake deep, something writhed. Not fish, not wind. Old water flow. Sanae spirit dirtied by forgetting. No song now but roar. Wind rose, tomb chill carrying. Willows shivered, leaves rain falling. Darkness, child eyes opened. Deep black gaze gold return reflecting fiercer, sharper. Cold surge Ebala chested, but she grasped. Water blood rousing again. That night, thunder not sky but earth deep. Waters boiled, swamp inflated rage beast. Golden water columns erupted, tattered silk falling. Camp men wakened, panic fleeing. They saw selves water reflected, not human, but dying fish forms. Ebeli rushed out, child chest clutched. Babe gold light spread, boiling surface beaming. There, mid-churning waves, Sanae shadowed. No prior gentleness, she rose blinding gold. Eyes twin sunk suns blazing. Scales fire-lit, radiant yet pained. Swamp quaked, boulders cracked, golden streams blood-flowing revealed. Willows uprooted, roots ancient snake twisting. Waters camp flooded, all drowning. Shouts rose, silenced. Moonlight, only steady cold laps remained. Ebele shore stood, fearless. She knew no vengeance this justice return. Each drop memory held, memory never forgets. Senai killed none, but water punished otherwise. Traitor traces erased as never were. Next morn, swamp hushed return. No camps, no folk, no footprints. Only new water scent, faint salt pure as child breath. Ebeli knelt, face water touching. Stream skin caressed, soft, gentle. Deep bottom, gold light returned. Unblinding, unferocious, breath rhythmic. Sanae rested. Child slept, but tiny hand stirred, air invisible circling. Each close, surface pulsed brighter. Child's water speaking silence, heartbeat. Abele scanned, woods altered, all cleansed. She grasped water, taught forgotten ancestral lesson. Forgiveness never equals forgetting. Greed return, water memory reminded, interrupted song. She child embraced, sensing its heart earth sinking. Overhead, moon paled. Cool breeze passed, faint song sound carrying. Not human, Sanae. Message low, distant mist, blended. Don't make water remember again. Surface flattened, night retreated. Dawn light honeyed swamp. All peace but not end, fate's respite. For water once memory knowing always returns self-justice claiming. Early morn Louisiana swamp, still enough dew leaf touches heard. No rage winds, no memory drum echoes, only rill root threading willows and damp earth scent rising, old blood resolved rich. Ebele lake sat, long hair breeze tousled, dew-soaked garb. Child lap slept, tiny yet sundrop held mid-world radiant. Its body gold surface curved, like deep heart smiling memories. Month passed since punishment water rise. Order restored, woods revived, fish teeming, blackbirds branch perching new sprouted. None recalled Mboko name, but swamp told of them, scent and hue not words. Air held atonement song, unending ancient. Ebele water silence accustomed. Each dawn, mist shrouded she rose, first drops palm caught. child brow gently wiped. She called it light bath rite, not cleansing, but gratitude reminding life ever needs. Each drop skin-touched, body gold, brighter fueled, memory kindled flame. Child grew slow. Month 2, face creation sleep unchanged. But Ebele unworried. She knew human rules unbound. Dreams oft showed Sanae not mermaid form, but surface light. No words spoken, but Ebele grasped. Water their souls held, human spirit linking. One afternoon, sun copper coin lake plunging, Ebele heard odd soft laps steady rhythmic. She looked up, surface no longer flat. Small rings lake center spread, then thin glow rose, silk undulating. Gold deepened, sky embracing arm wide. Sanae returned. Not old shape but breathing light mass. Beneath no waves, only warmth. Golden eyes opened, sky bottom deep gentle. No grudge, no fury, only faith cycle completed serenity. Ebele knelt. Wordless, tear lake fell, dissolving gold flow merging. Lap child eyes opened. First mother saw and through, savior mermaid. Abyss black gaze gold flashed, dual forms reflecting human spirit. That instant, twixt 3 souls, no bounds, water human light one became. Sky hue changed, clouds dissolved, sunset lake stretching honey mist bands. Birds overhead passed, light grazed then realm swallowed vanishing. Air salt filled, moss burnt, wood mingled earth sea taste. Sanae hand raised, golden drop fingertip fell, child brow touching. It light threaded, forehead chest running, heartbeat merging. Child breath deepened, smiled. That smile, sky one beat brighter seemed. Mother hand light wind rose. Willow leaves water fell, drifting, each tiny light streak bearing. Wind far carried, stream trailing, swamp crossing, village field human sowing, water song resumed. Not vengeance, but life chant bow listeners. Ebele felt heart unfold. She grasped gold, not waters alone, faith keepers too, post-betrayal even. Sanae neither died nor left. She life cycled, incarnate rising, forgetful hearts, shining rememberers. Sunset final water touch, lake light myriad threads vortexed air dissolving. Ebele last Sanae face saw, water mid smiling, eyes farewell words. Then, light receded, lake fully merged, surface mirror flat, but mirror reflected star sky, each star gold scale shard, sparkling immortal. Ebele child lifted standing, sun set, light lingered. She small reed path walked, each step faint earth glow trailing. None knew destination. Some say moonrise vanished with babe. Others swore full moon nights woman child lakeshore walked, gold footsteps scattering. But village elders claimed they vanished not. Water parts they became. Hand wash dipping, sparkle glimpsed, that's them blessing you. Full moon high, water's sheet still. Deepest lake, golden heart pulsed, not loud, but enduring. Each throb reminder world held not by power, but mercy. And somewhere, water breath held faint song Sanae's lullaby. Ebele's, all mothers choosing salvation over ruin. And so, Sanae and Ebele legend closed, not thunder, not miracle, but mercy's stillness. When waters still, gold remained, not judging, but reminding goodness never lost, only transforming raindrop, tear, or dawn window light threading. In our world today, perhaps each heart holds a swamp hiding memories, faults, unforgivens. But deep water gaze courageous, you'll see Sanae's gold, name called awaiting. Like Ebele, right believing though none joined, she chose life-saving, all trading. And through that goodness, water human nature recalled. This myth, not mere mermaid magic tale. Reminder nature's justice comes not sword, but awakening. Each aiding hand extended, small act even, rekindles that gold world light. And now, dear viewers of mine, if this story warmed something heart deep, share this video with loved one, mother, friend, or yesterday's you. Comment below, where watching from, and do you believe water holds memory too? Don't forget subscribe. For each share, Each message your light drop keeps black myths living, retelling, compassion world illuminating. The gold never dims, it awaits your listening.